Hey, good morning. I'm Tommy Highland, and this is my basement. With me, as always, is Kitty Holdness. There she is. What am I doing to my basement, you may ask? Well, my basement used to have carpet all the way around. But my cats, we have 5 cats, were a bit crazy. They can go outside if they want. They've got their own little door. But what's happened is they have found a spot right down here in this corner. Oops, there's the vacuum airing out after sucking up all the cat pee. But this spot, right down in here, this is where we had some issues. I sprayed a little more stuff, what do you call it? Enzyme. I sprayed some more of the enzyme cleaner down here, and it's drying out. I'm going to turn the dehumidifier on. We're going to dry this basement out a little bit, and then we're going to get painting. I've already washed this whole basement a shit ton of times. So many times I'm sick of it. Kitty's a little tired of it too. She gets a little mad sometimes because I made her do all the sweeping today. Anyhow, let's take a look at what kind of things we're going to be using today. All right, Kitty, what do we got? All right, let's see. Let's grab the chicken here. We'll use that as a pointer. We've got Rust-Oleum floor primer. This is a nice primer to go and prepare for the nice epoxy top coat. Because when you're painting concrete, you need to really use an epoxy sealer if you want to make a moisture barrier. Can you say moisture barrier? Moisture barrier. Because you don't want your concrete to deteriorate over time. And in this case, we're trying to seal out cat pee. Cat pee is very destructive and can deteriorate your concrete. So we've used a ton of stuff. But I got a little sneaky surprise! Hold on, I got a sneaky surprise. I'm going to switch the camera around. So check this out. I got a little surprise for my daughters and my wife, because what we're supposed to do is when we're all done here, we're going to be putting down once I'm done sealing the floor, we're going to put a laminate floor down on top of it, and it'll look real pretty, almost look like hardwood. However, I'm going to sneak attack here and see if we can't fool my wife and daughters into not doing the laminate floor on top, which will save me a couple $1,000 and some time and energy on my tired old knees. I don't like being on my knees all day. There's nothing worse than floor work and roofing work. Nothing tears away at a man's body like floors and roofing. Have you seen a roofer lately? They don't age well. Anyway, okay. So I've got a little surprise, and that is when I'm doing the top coat. When I'm doing the top coat, there we go. When I'm doing the top coat, as it's drying, that's right, I'm gonna sprinkle a little glitter on it. So, we've got 2 different kinds of glitter, and they're all different shapes. We got like half moons and stars and hearts and flowers. We're hoping that once we put the glitter down on this floor, and we get a nice little bedazzled effect, that I won't have to put the laminate floor on top of it, which is what I'm hoping for. Essentially, what Kitty and I, or Kitty, there you go. What Kitty Holdness and I are hoping for is for that. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for less work, not more work. Kitty and I are hoping that just a little sprinkle of glitter on the top coat will bedazzle a nation into not having Tommy and Kitty do even more work. We're hoping it'll get bedazzled. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's time for time lapse. Then we'll get back to the finished product and some reactions from the kids and wife and all that stuff, all right? All right, that's enough! Back to work. Hello, everybody. This is Tommy Highland. I'm back to talk to you for just a moment before I paint the floor. I want to talk to you about a problem called wicking. Do you know what a wick is? A little sticky wick is what they call it in England. Down in Australia, I might say it's wicking. Anyway, what is a wick? A wick is something that moves moisture. Absorbs it? No, it doesn't really absorb it, does it? It just soaks it up and moves it, right? Like a shirt can be a wick for the moisture coming off of your body, right? A candle wick, think about it. It grabs the wax and moves it on up. Well, guess what happens when you put sheetrock and run sheetrock right down to where it touches the concrete? What happens? Is concrete moist? It is moist, especially if it's on top of ground. There's moisture in it. And what happens when a cat comes over and tickles on it? Yeah, that's right. It becomes a pee wick. That's right, a pee wick. And I can't stand a pee wick, especially in my own house. So what have I done? I have changed accents many times. I'm switching dialects. I don't fucking care. What? I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, I have cut the sheetrock out about 3 inches from the concrete. First of all, it reeked of urine. Second of all, I'm going to put something else there that doesn't absorb moisture. If you'd like to see more not so serious DIYs like this one, be sure to click the like button and leave a comment below. Or better yet, become a subscriber and become a part of Kitty's army. And if you really want to do yourself a favour, check out my new show coming out this spring of 2020 called Comedians in Houses Fixing Faucets. That's right, comedians in houses fixing faucets. Let the craziness begin in April. Hey there, how you doing? Just wanted to talk for a second about our progress. Okay, here it goes. At this moment I have 1 coat of epoxy primer on the concrete, as well as 1 coat of epoxy on the concrete, and I'm about to add the top coat, and we're gonna bedazzle it. We're gonna bedazzle it at the same time. I'm new to YouTube, so my eyes are gonna go back and forth between over here, looking at myself on the selfie screen, and over here looking at the camera, eye to eye with the viewer. That's you, handsome or pretty, depending on how you feel today or what you're wearing. Anyhow, there we are. There's the basement.
Maybe you can't tell a joke, but when your stuff gets broke, what do? You give Tommy a call, whether it's large or small. There's no project he can't see through. Let's laugh and learn from this handyman, with Kitty hold this by his side, fixing stuff in a serious way with a not so serious guy.
Okay, so as you can see, we are all glittered out. That's right. We have successfully bedazzled the basement. However, unfortunately, the issue is my wife and 2 daughters don't like it at all. And as it turns out, we're not going to be getting the laminate floor to put on top of this floor for at least 6 months due to budgetary constraints around the house. So the fact that nobody really likes the bedazzled basement floor means that now I'm going to scrape the glitter off and put another coat of paint on it. That's all. Probably take me a couple hours to do all of that. No big deal. This is what happens when you're dealing with women. They're highly unpredictable. That's just the long and short of it. Highly unpredictable. Sometimes I try to guess what they're going to like, and I guess wrong. Well, Kitty, good afternoon. Looks like we're all finished with the basement. Yes. Exercise equipment has been brought in. Everything's properly dried and cured. On to the next project. What did we learn on this one? Well, among other things, we learned that etching your concrete is not necessary unless your concrete is new and has a high pH level. Did a little research for you on that one. We also learned that when it comes to painting, cleanliness is next to godliness. Clean the shit out of everything that you plan to paint, let it dry out, and that equals a good paint job. We also learned anyone can bedazzle a paint job. All you gotta do is sprinkle a little glitter on the top coat, and then it's bedazzled. We also learned how to scrape it off and put another coat on top of it. We won't even talk about that right now. Lastly, and most important, one of the things we learned on this job is that women are cute, but highly unpredictable. All right, that's all for us today. She's Kitty Holdis, and I'm Tommy Highland. And I'm here to tell you that not only do I appreciate you watching my videos, but I appreciate you and what you bring to the table. Thanks again for letting us bring a little bit of humor onto your job site.
Fixing stuff in a serious way with a not so serious guy.